to Tome Travelers. I'm your guide, Erica, and today I've been tagged by Danny from Spinelli Speaks. She's so awesome. So I got tagged on how do you read a book tag. 4 prompts. Cool. Hard questions? Yes. So I'm going to try and do my best. I think I kind of know what I want to say. Excuse the attire. It is kind of cold. It's been kind of warm, but it's been kind of cold at night. So I'm a little chilly, and I think my dad's left the air conditioner on. So let's get started. So, how do I read a book? Number 1. How do you go into reading a book? Good question. Well, I don't go too in blindly, I guess. I mean, I read the synopsis when I pick up the book. So, yes, the cover will draw me in because I'm like, ooh, I'm interested. And then I'm like, I've been burned before, so I go reading the synopsis, and if it's interesting, I'll pick it up. And that's all I know until I go reading it most of the time. The popular books that people are reviewing, I'll know a little more about. Or the one book that I just finished, An Unkindness of Ghosts by River Solomon, I did not go into that blindly at all. I'm gonna up here, and when I review it, I'm gonna recommend a video from Erica at The Broken Spine, where she had a discussion. I think it was like 2 hours or so about that book, about every little thing about that book. So yeah, there's definitely spoilers. And she was talking with Wendy and I believe his name is Shane. Don't quote me on it. I have to go back and look. It's a little bit older review of it, but that's what got me to pick up An Unkindness of Ghosts. I knew a whole ton about it. Most of the time I don't want to know, and sometimes if I'm iffy on a book, like, I don't know that much about it, then yeah, sometimes I go into it wanting more, and sometimes I'm just like, I'll go in blind. It sounds interesting. So, number 2, do you take a book at its face value? That means just the cover itself? No. That's a trick. If it's blurbs or whatever, opinions are opinions, right? So, itchy nose, dry skin. No, I mean, everybody's got an opinion, everybody's got a review. I don't usually read the reviews beforehand, afterhand. But if it's just based on the book cover itself, that's tricky because that'll let me pick it up, but I won't take it for its face value. I've gotten burned before. I picked up a book with a beautiful cover. Book inside was crap. Writing was crap. I don't remember what book that was. It was a long time ago when I could go into a bookstore before I even knew of an Amazon. Yeah. So, I probably don't. So, number 3, do you read, I'm looking down because the questions, do you read a book as the author intended or go into it deeper and peel it back? I think that's dependable. I think, most of the time, I go into it just reading how they wrote it. And then if it makes me think, then I go back in and look at certain chapters or paragraphs and look at it deeper and see what I can find to take away more meaning from it. Again, let me refer to An Unkindness of Ghosts by River Solomon. That made me think. And it was I'd review it right now, but I'm waiting for my wrap up. But I have to say, the verbiage in that book, highly, highly intelligent verbiage, and a story that you got to slip into the other person's shoes and wear them and understand and empathize with what it's like to be in that position. And it sucked. And that's why I like that. And then I went back in certain places like I didn't quite understand, and then when I reread it again, I'm like, oh, okay, I understand where she's going with this. So it all depends. Or if it's just one of those books where I'm just gonna enjoy what the person wrote and not worry about getting deeper into it. Sometimes that's how I read, like the Twisted Tales. Those are just fun for me because it's a whole different twist on a Disney tale that you already know. So I just go into that for fun. I don't even go deeper into it or peel it back. It's just like, that's cool. Different twist. You know, you don't have to go too deep into it unless you want to. I mean, it's all in what you want to do as a reader. Certain books just, if it really makes you think, yeah, I'd take a deeper look into it. Or if it's, hey, it's just a pleasure read, yeah, you don't have to look deeper in it. It's up to you. So number 4, as a booktuber, reader, reviewer, do you read a book differently knowing you're going to review it? And do you venture into other genres for a review? So the first half of this question, do I read a book differently knowing I'm going to review it? No. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. I'm going to be honest with you one way or another. I'm not going to be one of those people that reads a book just because I don't like it and then just diss it because I didn't like it and I knew I wouldn't like it. That's wrong. I go into a book hoping that I'm going to love it. And if I don't love it, well, that's a shame that I don't, isn't it? I should love everything I read, but I don't because all depends on plot, characters, writing style, tropes, you name it. You know, I'm having a rough time with the one book that I'm reading. It's a little slow going. The way the narration is, it's the plot, the story is there, the idea of that story is there, that wants me to keep going and not DNF it because I really want to DNF this book. I don't know how other people are reviewing this book. I'm not going to say it yet because I want to wait. I'm not done with it. I'm not even halfway through it. I've got, 384, 385 pages, and I'm only on page 117, and I've been reading it for a few days. Oh, I want to get that one done. I don't want to roll that one into November because October is just special Halloween month, and I just want Halloween stuff. Yay! I just reminded myself of Kermit the Frog when I just did that from the Muppet Show. I'm a little tired, so I'm getting silly. Now, aren't I? I give these guys permission back to come and jump me if I get too silly. But, no, I go into it without too much of an expectation, even if other people have rated it 5 stars or 3 stars or whatever stars. They give it 5 stars, that gets my attention, like, ooh, this might be good. Or even if they gave it even if they gave it a 3 star, but they really were passionate and compelling and told me more about a book, then I'm like, okay, I might pick this one up. Or if several of my favorite booktubers, rate it or review it, then I'm going to go pick up that book because I'm like, it must be that interesting that, but I'm not, I review it the way I feel about the book. I go, did it hold my attention? Did it have the right tropes, the right writing style, the right plot, character, whatever I like in a book? Did it meet my expectations? If it did, then it did. If it didn't, I'll let you know. But I'm not gonna go into it like some people do just to get ratings on their channel because they know that that's what they're gonna get. They're gonna get higher reviews and their channel's gonna go higher because, oh, well, this person didn't like this book because of blah, blah, blah. And they read only bad books and give bad reviews. And first of all, that's not right. And that's not fair to the author and the people watching your channel. You should go in there honestly and read the books that you like. And sometimes a book might surprise you and it sucks. And you thought you'd like it. So, I don't know. So, do you venture into other genres for a review? No, not for a review, for myself. Because first of all, I am an omnivore, and I like switching. Like next month, it's all about Halloween. It's all about, I want to read scary Halloweeny stuff. Because I love Halloween. That's my favorite holiday. I'm not gonna lie. Can't you tell the dolls are out? No, because I like finding different genres that I liked in the past and forgot about, or maybe I didn't read a lot about them and I need to. Like sci-fi, I think I got away from and didn't realize I actually did love sci-fi. I'm like, how did I not love sci-fi? What's wrong with me? Maybe I thought they were something different. Fantasy I knew I always liked, but at the time I guess I got away from it because I didn't have things that I liked, or maybe there was something I didn't know. I stuck with certain things, and I'm actually grateful to BookTube because it brought me out to go into, oh, I like this book. Oh, I thought actually I was too old for YA. I'm not even too old for middle grade. Middle grades they still are good. They're not like what it was like when I was a kid. They're not like back in the 80s and 90s. Now they're a lot better and have more information, more people are included, there's more LGBTQ, there's more black people, there's more Latinx. I said that wrong. More Asians. And if those aren't the characters, those are the authors. More women. You're seeing more of that, not just in middle grade, but in YA and in adult. And I love that. And now I'm getting to see more people represented. And that's good because my kids, they get to see other people in stories, and they can identify with everybody. And I think that's cool. And I like that. So I creep into different genres. Do I have a main genre? Sometimes I think I'm still in the horror and the mystery thriller, but I do like fantasy, sci-fi. I mean, got your nonfiction. I will eventually dip my toes into romance. I will give romance a try. Granted, I read romance in my early 20s. So, and I call them the trashy novels, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. You read whatever you want to read. I'm not here to judge. Okay, I can tell you what I like, and you can agree or disagree with me, and that's fine. It's just the love of the books. So you may not see too much romance, but I'm willing to give it a try eventually. But first, there are other books I really want to read before I do that. So I know I have a few booktubers that can give me hints on where to go. I know where to go if I need a romance pick. But I know I'm looking over there because I have stack of books. In fact, 4 stacks of books on boxes. I need a new bookcase. But I think that's about it. I love journeying into a new book. That's why I call this Tome Travelers. Traveling into a book. Going on a journey. Escaping maybe? Yeah. Just for the love of reading. So, if you would like to do this tag, you are it. Tag, you're it, because I'm not tagged. Bye. No. So, if you enjoyed that, please like, subscribe, comment below. I don't know if I'm going to do another video tonight, because I like to do 2 a night. But my next one should be my wrap-up. So this was easier to do as a tag because September's not over and I'm waiting till the end of September. So until then, I hope you guys will enjoy whatever book you're reading and you have a nice journey through it, whether it be a difficult journey, a pleasurable journey, or just a relaxing journey. Just have fun. And I'll see you next time. Bye.